Okay, so this is the last piece of 4.10, and it's quadratic regression. Now, you already know how to do a linear regression, right? Oh, I'm sure if I tested you all would do wonderful. Okay? So I am going to refresh you, right? But here's the deal, guys. You need to remember how to do a regression, because they're all the same. Alright? They're all the same. And that's a skill that, like, next year, they're not going to teach. Okay? So, I mean, we'll go over it, but we'll be going pretty fast, so you better have a really good grasp on it. We'll keep doing it this year, so hopefully it sticks somewhere and we can remember it. All right. So this is example 4, right? And it says, a pumpkin talking contest is held each year in Morton, Illinois, where people compete to see whose catapult can send pumpkins to harvest. One catapult launches pumpkins from 25 feet above the ground at a speed of 125 feet per second. That'll be fun. And just say, hey, y'all run across the pasture, and I'm going to shoot the pumpkin. That'll be fun. A table shows the horizontal distances in feet the pumpkins travel when launched at different angles. So this is the table that they give us. Okay? This is the angle that it's shot at. Thank you. And it's in degrees. And this is the distance that it travels. Okay? And it's in feet. Okay, now what's going to happen? What's going to happen is like it's going to start off at a 20-degree angle, okay? And so it's going to start off going like this, and then we're going to increase that angle. And what's going to happen to it? If the angle goes up, the difference between 20 and 30, let's say this is 20 and this is a 30-degree angle. Is it going to go farther at 30 or farther at 20? Yeah, farther at 30. And so this is 40. Is it going to go farther at 40? Right? What about 50? Very good. There's a point there where it's going farther and farther and farther, but then once it gets past that 45, that middle, then you're wasting too much of its power going up in the air. It's not going to go as far. Okay, and that's what the chart's going to show you. All right, so 20 degrees, it goes 372 feet. That's the time. Okay, at 30 degrees, it goes 462 feet. At 40 degrees, it goes 509 feet. At 50 degrees, if you can see it happen, it goes 501 feet. See, it's not going as far. At 60 degrees, he goes 437 feet. And at 70 degrees, he goes 323 feet. Okay, so here's the first question. If I asked you to make a scatter plot of this, could you do that? Yeah? Y'all, that's an 8th grade skill. Okay, so you should be able to handle it. So we're just going to kind of start it a little bit, and then we're going to go to our calculator. So if I was going to make a scatter plot of this, where would this take place and what quadrant? Very good. The first quadrant. Okay? And what would go along the x-axis? Yeah. Look how it's given to you, people. This is x, and this is y. Okay? It's a little bit odd, but that's the way they gave it to us. Okay, so this is my angle, and it's given in degrees. All right. We have to go from, to, and what do you want to go by? Do you understand my question? What are we going from? Okay, to? Yeah, I would go to 80 because I don't like mine to be on the edge. All right, and what do you want to go by? 10. Okay, so I'm going to cheat just a little bit, and I'm only going to mark it, I'm only going to write it on the evens, the 20, 40, 50, 80. So it's just a way to make mine look a little bit neater and me not to have to work quite so hard, right? Okay, what does the y-axis represent? And it's not talking about height, right? Even though it is the y-axis, it's talking about the horizontal distance. And it is in feet, okay? What's the lowest one? 323. The highest one is? Okay, so what do you want to go from and to?
You go from 300 to 525 by 25.
Very good. I like that. Now, if I'm going to start at 300, can I just say, here, I want you to be 300?
Yeah, we'd like to make it break.
Okay, you have to put a break in it, because you just said, when you don't put that in there, that this space is 300, okay? So I'm going to cheat just a tad, and I'm going to do by 50s and then go back and put my 25s in there. Okay? Now, you could all graph it. Everybody agree? If I asked you to make a scatter plot, these would be the things I would be looking at. Did you label your axes properly? Okay? Did you use a good scale? All right? Some of the kids said, hey, we should go by hundreds. And I said, I don't think so. Because that's only 3 tick marks. And what do we always try to hang around? 10. Yeah, you should try to hang around 10. Does that mean you have to have 10 every time? No, we don't have to have 10. But 10's a good number to try to stick around 10. Okay, so the rest of the stuff we're going to do in our calculator. So get your calculator out. Alright? You need a calculator, people. So find one. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our information in our calculator. Does anybody remember where we do that? Where is it? No? You're not list, but just stat. Just don't go list, just press the stat button. Stat and what? Edit. Yeah, so choose edit. Okay? If you have something in there, you can go up to the top and press clear and enter, and it will clear all the stuff out. Obviously, I had the information in there, so I'm leaving my Y's alone, and I'm just going to go ahead and enter the X's. So this is the way you enter them, if you didn't remember. Stat, edit. Now look, you've got to keep up, okay? Because if you don't keep up, if you get just a little behind, it takes about 30 seconds, and you're way behind and have no idea what's going on. Okay, so everybody finished? Everybody finished? Yes? Hello? Yes, thank you. Oh, I like it when you talk to me. Okay, so second and quit. Okay, so now let's make this a little graph. Okay, where do I go to make a graph? Y equals. Just Y equals or second and Y equals? No, second and Y equals. That was my way of teaching. Okay? Second and Y equals, which is a stat plot. Okay? So this one pulled up, and then I've already turned my plot on, okay, but let's say it was off, I would press enter, and then I would turn it on right there. Okay? It is saying, hey, I'm going to make a scatter plot. My X's, yes, I put them in list 1, my Y's, I put them in list 2, and I like the square. Okay? Everybody, is this ringing the bell? Everybody okay? Now, can I just press graph now? What do you have to do? Huh? You do have to do something.
The alpha Y three.
No? Okay, well here, look, this is what your graph would look like. Windows. Okay, so you graph it and then you go, what? There's nothing there. Alright, so then you go press your window. Now, what did we make our x's go from and to and by? X's. 0, so what? Like 80, what did we go by? Very good. Everybody keeping up? Okay, what about the y's? From 300 to 525 on a scale of 25. Okay, so now we're going to graph it. I'm going to go to my y equals and clear this mess out. Okay? So go clear anything out that you have. Then we'll touch graph. Hey, that was pretty good. What does that look like? A parabola. Okay? A parabola. So, what are we going to do a linear regression on this parabola?
No, you can't. It's called
Yes, I can.
It's not a line.
I can, but is it going to be a good choice? No, it's not. Why would you do a linear regression on something that doesn't look like a line? How many lines do you know that go up and then back down again? Yeah, that's not a line. It's a curve. Okay? So, anybody remember how to do a regression? Tell me what you do.
I got a dimension mismatch.
That means go back and go stat and edit and look at your, you put U or misses either an X or a Y. We're fixing to do a regression, but he had a dimensionless mismatch. Do you see it? Okay. All right. Now what are we going to do? I want you to do a quadratic regression. So tell me what to press. Oh, thank you very much. Staff. Cal. We don't want to edit because we already got it all in there. So go over to Cal. Yeah, don't press 4. The other kid said 4. And I'm like, yeah, 4. It's 5 because we're doing a quadratic regression. So you choose 5. Now this is where yours looks different than mine, right? Okay, yours is that list of things. Y'all, if you don't care about seeing it on your graph, you just go down to calculate and press enter. Okay? If you want to see it on the graph, go down to store reg EQ, that's store regression equation. So go down to that, okay, and press alpha and F4, and then choose Y1. And that way it stores your equation in Y1, and then you can see it on your graph, okay? Now you can go down to calculate and do it. So let's go. I have to do mine in a different way. That's the way we used to do it. You have to remember all of that, okay? Alright, so there it is. Now look, it's giving me the R squared. What if it doesn't give me the R squared? Does anybody remember how to do that?
Square the R.
No, it's not. Even if it gave you an R. How do you do it? How do you... Oh, okay. Turning something on. What are you turning on?
Stop.
Diagnostics. You're turning your diagnostics on. So here's the way you would do it if yours were not on. And y'all, here's what would happen. It would just give you the A, B, and C. My equation is negative point. How many decimal points go around this off? 3. Negative 0.261 x squared plus 22.591 plus 23.029. Now, here's the way you would turn the diagnostics on. Second and catalog. Do y'all remember this? Go down to the D and go down to diagnostics on. Are they on?
No, yes, you can't.
That's exactly right. They're not on until it says done. Okay? Huh? Yeah, it's already in the alpha mode when you do catalog. So, If you just press the alpha button, you'll turn it off. So then you can go back up. Y'all's little calculator will arrow back up and give you the problem. Mine, you have to go second and enter, and it'll bring back up the problem. So there's the problem, and then you would do it, and it would give you the R squared. Okay? Mine gave it to me the first time, but all right. So anybody have a question? Yes, it's on the test. It's the back problem. There's my answer. Write it in standard form. Okay? On the worksheet, it says on the next to the last one, it says tell me the equation and give me R. Put a little square by that R and give me R squared. Okay? It's not going to give you the R. You could find it, but how good is the fit? 99.9% accurate? Oh, that's very close. Okay? There it is right there. Looks very good. Look, he's the only one that's a tad bit off. Everybody else looks really good. Okay, anybody got a question? Yeah. To see the graph? I press graph. Okay, you got to store it. Did you store it? Did you go alpha F3 and store it in Y1? Go back and do stat and calc and number 5.
Do we need to write the R squared?
If they ask for it, you can. Okay, so test tomorrow, guys. Test tomorrow and Monday. I'll help you next week.